Hey guys, it's Paul Jing. Gonna go over a deal with you. Update: I lost this deal. Here's this deal. This is owned by Betty Forst, and account number or parcel number is 16141. Um, this is 8 acres. Okay, so this is a property that initially from the get go I would not pursue. The reason for that is if it doesn't have access, I just found it just takes too long to sell, and there's these different issues. Um, I think there's a small percentage of land investors that might work with landlocked properties and work with an attorney or something to get it access and increase the value of the property that way. But each property is so unique. I don't think it's worth my time to do all that, to call the attorney to figure it out, have him call basically the other property owners and see if there's a way to get to the property. And I was going to pass on this deal. When you talk with sellers, a lot of sellers will say there's access to the property, and ultimately there's not. And I've had to pass deals like that. I thought this is one of these type of deals where she says there's access, but there's not. So here's where the road is, right over here. Um, if you look, it's Belvin's Creek. Okay. So this person said there's access. What's really cool about this property is there's a darn river, right? So it's like, hey, you want to fish, you want to be on your canoe. There's literally a port here where you could dock your boat and go around. So I thought, okay, worst case scenario, this person could do some fishing, hang out on the property, right? Being excluded, but still, is it worth the valuation? The assessor says it's worth 4,000, but really it's closer to 65,000 um, from the comps that I did, and I was able to pick this up for $25,000. And initially, she was a go, but I made a mistake. We didn't When I was on the conversation with her, she seemed good. I was like, okay, yeah, I'll be willing to put earnest money down, like like $1,000 for you to hold the property for me for a couple months. She seemed okay with it. I sent the paperwork, and I just said, hey, closing costs like 50-50, you and me. But I just assumed it, and she didn't sign the paperwork, and I thought I could get away with it, but she was like, absolutely not. You have to pay closing costs altogether. 25,000 is my net. So I resent her the paperwork, and ultimately she backs out. So this is a deal that I lost. So that kind of stinks, but it is what it is. Um, Initially, this was going to be a no go for me, but with Map Right, there's here. Let me show you. If you go to the property, I'm gonna put it over here. So you see over here this link, and then the GPS coordinates. There's different ways to get this, but I'm just doing it. One of the ways. So here's the GPS coordinate. Here's the property, right? Um, and then you see the boundary lines over here. This is the property with Google Maps. Now, if I uh, there's like some kind of building structure over here, so that's these properties over here. I think it's this road. Yeah, Twin Peaks. It looks like some building here, building here. Well, that shows up over here too, right? If I layer it. Okay. So if you look over here, I was like, where is the access on this road that she talked about? And I could not find it. So what I basically did was, so this property goes like this. Hello? Where's the boundary lines? The boundary lines disappeared. Okay, there it is. Here are the boundary lines, right? Not for Google Maps, it's not always there. And there's like a dirt road over here. So if I put my person over here, that's that house structure. This is the dirt road or grassy road. And she basically said it is next to Twin Peaks. This is that Twin Peaks road over here. And then This is that dirt road that seems to go all the way straight to our property and then into the river. I would have had someone go check out this property before I bought it myself. I might put it in contract and then, try getting some partners or do it myself. But I definitely wouldn't have paid anything until I had sent someone to check this road and see if there was, a straight shot. But I lost the deal, so it doesn't even matter. But yeah, you'll find that using the little Google squiggly person, that usually the blue lines, it helps if it's on a dirt road like over here. Once you get to here, I'll show you. Once you get to a certain point, Google Maps doesn't always list it. So this seems to be the maximum. So you see, that's where that dock was with the ship, or not ship, boat, right, or canoeing, and it looks like there's a couple over there. And then over here, it looks like I can't go through that way either, right? But when she said access, yeah, that's the road access. Generally, at this point, I'm probably gonna filter through all this and just have someone cut through, this due diligence portion where I'm not gonna have to do this anymore. And this wouldn't come up in my radar at all. But yeah, I figured, at this price point, I'm going to go in at the 25 and sell it for 65. But yeah, I lost this deal. Maybe you could reach out to Betty and see if you could get this deal. She probably, I told her that I'd buy it and resell it, but she asked me what I'd do with it, and she was she was shocked that she would have $25,000 cash in her pocket, after the sale. And I guess she did her own due diligence and figured like she could sell it on her own and maybe sell it for more, or her realtor friend said that they could sell it for more. But good for her if she does that. Otherwise, Betty, I am there for you if you ever want to do a deal. So this stuff happens all the time. Sometimes you hit them, sometimes you don't. Until they sign the contract, you don't have anything set. So even when they set the contract, um, most land investors won't push the issue if they back out of the contract. I know one land investor though, like once you're in contract, it's like you're in contract, and he will send an attorney with a letter if you try backing out or try to ghost them. So, there's that side. You just got to figure out what you feel comfortable with. But that's it for this deal. In the course, I have uh, an essentials fundamentals land investing course, and do have a $7 per month coaching right through Facebook. We'll do interchanges. If you have a question, you can post there. That price will go up in the future. It is like it was public, and I not very active, and I just totally made it private. And I'm basically going to be using that in the future. So if you want to hop in on that, go ahead and check that out. It's in the description. Otherwise, the course is also there. If you didn't know, that price has been increasing. Like we're at like $500, I think, roughly. Um, just a while ago, some people bought it for $199, and before that, I think $99. But it is steadily increasing. Um, Even with the 85 subscribers that I have, or 86, it's I thought YouTube would kind of be, it was a shot in the dark to see if this would work or not, but I am definitely pro YouTube compared to like blogging um, for organic traffic. So, but that's that. I hope this was useful and it gave you some thoughts and some of the potential deals out there. I lost this one, but if you're always seeking new deals, other ones will pop out where they don't, they're okay with just selling it to you. So that's it. Take care. Have a good one.